to another episode of The Wave. My name is Adam.
My name's Nick. It's the weekly news and chat show from the world famous Bottom of the Stream podcast.
It is indeed. Welcome aboard.
How you doing?
I'm all right. I usually ask you that first. That's throwing me.
I got in first.
I'm all right, thank you. Very
Good.
good. Yeah, all happy and jolly.
Good.
As always.
Best way to
How
be.
are you?
Yeah, also happy.
We're a day later than we normally are.
And
It's gonna
jolly.
throw us off. I'm going to feel like it's Thursday all night now, and it's not.
That's info the people listening don't need to know because
you could argue that about the whole show.
You could listen to this whenever you want.
You can indeed.
What are we here for?
We're here to talk some Netflix news, some
Yeah.
Netflix views.
Have you done anything exciting this week?
I went to cinema a couple of times.
Nice.
I've employed the usage of a milkman
Okay. To deliver milk or
To
for
del-
something totally
to
different?
deliver milk
Okay.
and bread.
Are we back in the 80s?
80s, I feel like we are. I had a leaflet
Got a
come through the post.
personal
It's like,
moment?
would you like a milkman? I was like, yes, I would.
Okay, fine.
So now every Friday I get 3 pints of milk and a loaf of bread.
Great.
It's great.
Is it just on your doorstep?
It was on there when I got out of bed this morning. I've no idea what time it turned up,
Brilliant.
but it was there when I woke up this morning. It was on the doorstep.
Sort of milk.
Semi-skimmed.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
So you can't...
Otherwise, the magpies will eat your cream.
You have to be careful of that. You don't want the magpie.
Does that still happen? I feel like that is a...
I don't know. I don't think anybody's had a milkman for 30 years, so I'm not sure. It's all high tech now. It's done on an app.
Okay.
You choose what you want them to deliver, and they deliver it.
Wow.
It's great.
The return of the milkman.
Yeah, modern milkman. Check them out. That's their app name.
That's pretty cool. What did you guys see at the cinema?
I think I've been twice since we last recorded. I went to see Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
That was great.
Cool.
Very much enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Don't know why it's getting so much stick. It's getting a lot
Is
of
it?
stick. Yeah. It's not reviewing well. I don't really know why.
I didn't think I'd seen that many... Oh, no, actually, now I think about it, yeah, I had seen some mixed reviews.
Yeah. I think...
Is it because, though, that a lot of it is... Because there's all this interconnected universe, everyone expects every Marvel movie
Yeah, I
to,
think
like,
so.
move stuff on and...
And they're not going to.
And is that... But I don't think that's necessarily an unfair expectation.
No. But, I mean, there are cameos from older characters or other characters in
Yeah.
there. But they are cameos. They're minutes.
Yeah.
So people may be expecting a bit more from it. It's a proper horror film as well.
Yeah.
Sam Raimi's just made a Marvel horror film.
That's good.
It's great, but I can imagine it's a very different tone to a lot of the other Marvel works.
Because I think with every movie, until it happens, people are like, when's the next big thing kicking off?
Yeah.
Where's the big bad
Where's
guy
the big
coming
bad
in?
guy coming in? Because there isn't one at the minute.
Yeah.
Well, there is, but it's Wanda, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't this one. And then I went to see Firestarter
Oh, yes.
as well, which is the new Stephen King
Sure.
project with Mr. Zac Efron in the lead.
Yeah, trailers. Well, I remember seeing the trailer. It looked pretty good.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's not.
Oh, no.
It's hot garbage.
Why?
I hated every minute of it. It's just boring.
Oh, really?
It's just not entertaining.
Shouldn't be boring.
It shouldn't be boring. It's about a girl who can set fires with her mind.
Yeah.
It's just not entertaining. It's just not fun.
What? It's slow. There's no action.
All of
the actors
above.
bad.
The actors are terrible.
Okay.
The effects are terrible.
Oh,
The
really?
story's not there. The story's completely different. Well, not completely different to the book, but it's not the same as the book.
Okay.
And then it ends in the most ridiculous way ever. That they've not built. It doesn't earn its ending, and it made me angry. Plus, then I don't want to give the ending away because people will watch it, but
That's just a 40-year-old book, but you know,
yeah, but it's not the same ending as the book. It's in fact the entirely opposite ending to the book.
Okay, fine.
But then it also expects you to know things about the Stephen King universe that he hasn't written about in 40 years. There's like, have you heard of The Shop?
Yeah.
So he hasn't written about The Shop since 1981.
Okay.
And The Shop are in this film, but they don't explain what they are. They're just there. They just expect you to know that it's a shadowy government organisation. And it's like hardcore Stephen... There's some hardcore Stephen King fans that won't know what The Shop is. And
it's like, well, what
It is
audience are you trying to...
yeah, who are you going
Make
for
your film
here?
for?
Because I just didn't enjoy it at all. I thought it was rubbish, if I'm honest.
Wow.
It's a real shame.
Blistering.
Sorry.
Wow.
It's not like me. I'm usually quite positive and upbeat.
Yeah.
Especially, I'm really forgiving for Stephen King films as well, because you have to be.
Of course.
But not for that one.
Is it better than the Dark Tower movie?
Let's not talk about the Dark Tower
Would
movie.
they be quite the double bill?
Yeah, they would be quite the double bill. I don't think the Dark Tower movie is a bad movie, but it isn't a Dark Tower movie.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a decent movie, but it isn't. There's no way it should be classed as an adaptation of the Dark Tower. It's just crazy. But other than that, I don't think I've really done a lot this week.
Okay.
I was ill on Tuesday. So that wasn't good.
Okay.
I had to have the day off work. I never do.
Oh no.
You know.
Are you feeling
Bad.
better and more sprightly now?
All better and
You
back to
sound
normal. Thanks.
Good.
Looking good too, aren't I?
Of course. I thought I didn't need to mention that.
What about you? How's your week been? Have you been up to much?
My week has been pretty good. I mean, nothing exciting. No cinema trips. I went to a dance competition.
Nice. Did you win?
I was not participating.
Oh. Sounds fun.
It was all right. Do you know what? There was some interesting sights.
I can imagine.
You know these like Channel 5 type documentaries of like baby ballroom and like, all I'm saying is I'm not sure like a 6-year-old should have a spray tan.
Oh really? See, when you said you were going to it,
I looked like a good piece of teak. You know, they've been run sealed.
I remember watching around your house once years ago. There was it Dance Moms?
Yeah,
and there was this
thing,
really horrible women just making kids dance. Yeah. I remember watching that at your house once, and when you said you were going, I was like, I wonder if it's going to be like that.
There was an element of that in some of the participants. I would suggest.
It's bad, isn't it?
Yeah. Which was it made for quite a good day of people watching. I must say.
How long did it go on for?
We were like there at 8 a.m. on the Sunday, and I think we were done at 5.
Oh wow!
But I think it went on. I think it went on till like 8.
Oh no way!
Like for the adults that were taking part.
Oh, that sounds horrendous.
It was very hot. It was a very hot ballroom.
Oh, sweaty kids.
It did start to smell a bit pickly by lunchtime.
Rather you than me on that one. I'm glad I didn't have your life on that.
But it was quite an experience.
Good.
Yeah.
You're going to be doing more?
Personally, probably. I don't know. I probably won't enter.
Let's hope not.
I don't know. Maybe we could take it up as a new hobby. I haven't got time. I've got too many hobbies
already. This one takes up enough.
Yeah, cool. Let's
do some Netflix news.
Do some what we're here for.
It's been a big week in Netflix news this week. Has it not?
I think there's some quite interesting stories that have come out this week. We can start with. I know we love news about a button or a badge or a new thing on Netflix.
We do.
Well, they've announced this week, Netflix have, that they are expanding their range of subtitles, audio descriptions, and dubs.
Oh, that's good. The amount of films we come across with no dubs on pisses me off.
So, for example, Squid Game.
Yep.
The hugest, most successful Netflix thing ever.
Yes.
Was still only available in about, 4 different languages.
Is it really?
And a few different subtitles.
Right.
So they are investing in increasing the number of versions of subtitles on their key programs.
Good for them. Just makes it more accessible for everybody, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's some quite interesting stats that have come out. So it's a lady called Heather Dowdy, who is Netflix's director of accessibility.
Okay.
She's been doing the media rounds, and she said in the US alone, there have been 500,000 hours of Lucifer watched with the audio description turned on.
Oh wow!
That's just one program. I know it's a pretty popular program.
That's quite crazy.
That's quite a lot of hours.
That is.
So yes, they're investing in improving the audio descriptions as well. Which is really good. I think.
Yeah, definitely. Over 40% of members watch content with subtitles on.
Yeah,
that's a crazy stat as well, isn't it?
Yeah. So that, and she said that she pulled that stat out and said that's obvious. That's more than just our members with disabilities. So we are looking to extend these benefits.
It's people like you because you watch a lot of stuff with subtitles on, don't you?
When I'm making notes,
yeah,
sometimes it's easy. It's useful to catch what someone said. Yeah, especially because we do get some films where it's like, what the fuck are they? The mix is all wrong on this.
Yeah, we do. To be fair,
I don't generally watch stuff with subtitles on.
We get a lot with.
If I'm having to make notes for a movie on this show, then often I will have them on. Yeah,
I might try it. We do get some like quiet, grumbly characters as well. Like this week's film is full of grumbles and mumbles. That's interesting though. That's good that they're investing in accessibility.
Yeah, there's currently over 11,000 hours of audio description available in more than 30 languages. Originally, shows only had subtitles for deaf and hard of hearing and only available in their own language, but the localization teams are working on expanding these. So, for example, a deaf person in Poland can watch a Mexican film with the Polish subtitles for deaf and hard of hearing.
Good for them.
That's a lot of combinations you've got to...
Yeah, there's a lot of work for that, surely. That seems like there's a lot to do
in place, but I think that's really good.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. Good for them. It's nice to have a nice feel-good Netflix stories every so often.
Yeah.
I don't seem to get them very often.
I mean, I wonder what the audio description is for like Bridgerton when things are getting down and dirty.
Do you think you'd be good at doing the audio description? Do you think you've got the voice for it?
I don't know. Do you think I have?
Yeah. I think you'd be good at it.
I'm fine. Yeah, give me that job.
Maybe you could audio describe this podcast one day.
How do you audio describe audio?
I don't know. Adam is sitting talking into his microphone. It's usually bollocks. Next.
Okay, next. Some exciting news if you're a fan of Prince Harry and or Meghan Markle. They have revealed that for the last year plus, they have had the Netflix cameras in their home following them around. There is a Sussexes docuseries winging its way to Netflix.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about this. I really don't.
I kind of feel like I'm not surprised, and I'm surprised people are surprised because as soon as they signed that Netflix deal, this was the obvious
I'm surprised
thing to do.
They've had them in the home for a year and this is only just coming out now.
Yeah. The Royals are said to have been filming with a production crew at their $14 million LA mansion and on their trip to New York and in the Netherlands last month for the Invictus Games. So, yeah.
Interesting. I can imagine it'd be a bit like the Osbournes from back in the day.
Oh, do you reckon?
I hope so.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it'll be quite as...
I can't imagine there's going to be much reality to that reality TV.
Yeah,
I mean?
feel like it's going to be highly choreographed.
Yeah, staged.
Possibly more like Made in Chelsea than a reality TV.
Yeah.
Proper reality TV.
That's not for me, that one.
No, but it's gonna bring some headlines in for Netflix, isn't it?
Definitely, it'll bring some money in as well.
That makes it worth the investment.
People will want to watch that. People are fascinated by those two.
Spoilers. I'm not going to say spoilers. I just want to talk about spoilers.
Okay, good.
Because this week it has been revealed that several secrets from the upcoming Stranger Things season 4 have been spoiled by, unbelievably, the new edition of Monopoly.
Somebody's dropped a bollock there. How has that happened?
Yeah, according to the Hollywood Reporter, the Duffer Brothers, who obviously the creators of the show, have had a total meltdown after photos of cards from the tie-in board game began circulating online. They spoil major plot points, locations from the new episodes.
Oh dear.
I mean, how does that happen? That's just not...
Who's...
comms breakdown in this project, surely.
Surely. The Duffer Brothers reckon they weren't consulted about the game. Yeah. So who's made that game?
Sure.
That knows the spoilers? If it's not those two.
Especially when... I mean, I'm just guessing here, but we're getting it in Stranger Things Season 4 in 2 parts.
Yep.
And there's like a month between Volume 1 and Volume 2.
First one's coming this week.
I'm pretty sure we're going to have a cliffhanger ending.
Yeah, definitely.
To tide us over for the 5 weeks or whatever it is between them.
Yeah.
And it's just... You just got to line your ducks up, haven't you? You got to line your Monopoly cards up.
Of course you have. Who's playing Stranger Things Monopoly anyway?
It's not the version you go to straight
I wouldn't have thought so.
Like, you can get anything Monopoly.
You can, that's true.
Bottom of the stream Monopoly soon.
Oh, let's do it. What would be top of the bottom of the stream Monopoly board?
In here, the boat?
The stream boat.
Yeah.
Nice. What we'd have to figure out.
No, the boat would be a street, and then you'd have like the bridge,
Oh, okay.
the deck,
Okay.
the recording
Studio.
studio.
What would the character pieces be though?
Okay, that's a great question. I think we'd have to have a microphone.
Yeah, definitely. Pair of earphones.
Yeah, I mean, can Netflix give us an N?
Yeah.
Can you?
Can have an N.
Yeah.
I'm having an N. They can't copyright a letter. I suppose a boat.
Sure.
A little figure of me and you.
I know, like a wave.
A wave, a good one.
Like a wave crashing.
I get you.
Yeah, is that enough? That's enough.
That's more than enough for the two people that play it. Maybe that'd be a good topic for a real talk.
Yeah.
Let's make a bottom of the stream Monopoly one week.
Sure.
Next.
Have you heard
about the bird?
About the fact that Netflix has for a while now been doing secret subscriber screenings.
I have not heard this.
To provide feedback on upcoming releases.
I have not. Maybe that's how the Stranger Things Monopoly's been made.
Maybe. Variety is reporting that Netflix has, for quite some time now, been showing movies and TV shows ahead of their actual release on the system to small groups of subscribers in the United States. Subscribers who, it doesn't say, I'm not sure if it's volunteer or are asked to contribute. They watch several upcoming movies and series over the course of a number of months. When they finish watching the content, they fill out a survey, and the company takes that feedback into account for potential changes. So basically, yeah, like you would do for a movie screening, which has obviously been happening ever since Hollywood was the thing.
Yeah.
Like you can do, some people have been lucky enough to do that from the comfort of their own homes.
I wonder if that's how they've been.
Let us know if
cancelling shows before seasons have been coming out.
Maybe
Renewing shows before seasons even release. Yeah, that's how they've been doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know if you're one of those people, and let us know how we get to become them. That sounds fun. I'd like to do that. If they get paid.
Who knows?
Maybe they get their subscription for free or something.
Knows?
Cool. Next.
Something else that Netflix has been trying out.
Yep.
Is apparently live streams.
Wow. I said this ages ago. They should be doing this.
Yeah. So they're looking at the potential of rolling this out in the future with particular focus on things like the stand-up specials, some of their reality TV shows. So The Circle has been sort of mentioned as something that could work as a live stream. Reunion shows, panel shows, that sort of thing.
There's loads you can do with it.
Of course there is. It opens them up, doesn't it, to do that sort of big Britain's Got Talent type, what's a live event show that they can sort of move into that market. Preliminary stages of development this is in. It feels like, well, a bit obvious. Why haven't we gone down this
why haven't we done it before?
We've said it before, haven't we, about like you could have like breaking news on your, instead of your Netflix homepage, you could have a live stream of, your ticker tape or whatever. You could do loads with it.
Of course you could.
They've just done a huge comedy festival.
Yeah, why not just live stream that?
Yeah.
Probably a good job they didn't in the end. But
What? Yeah, obviously.
But yeah. No, I feel like that's definitely coming and it's going to be a thing.
Who's going to get there first might be more the question. Which of the streaming services is...
I feel like Netflix are probably more geared up and ready for that than anybody else, but who knows?
Talking of Netflix is a joke.
Oh, we've gone on to the wrong one.
I've no idea.
I did. Apologies.
Talking of Netflix is a joke.
Yeah.
They have started to release some details of some of the shows from that airing on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
So
that was at their comedy festival.
Yeah. There was hundreds of comedians contributing, as I say, over a couple of weeks in Los Angeles last month. One of the shows that is coming to Netflix is a show called The Hall. Okay. Honouring the greats of stand-up. Netflix has opened its own Hall of Fame for comedy.
Okay.
We will be seeing the induction of the first 4 people
They were in Captain's Gallery.
Into the Netflix Comedy Hall of Fame. Do you know who they are? Would you like me to tell you who they are?
Please do.
George Carlin.
Okay.
Robin Williams.
Cool.
Joan Rivers.
Yep.
And Richard Pryor.
I think that's a fair representation of a Hall of Fame for comedy, don't you know?
Yeah. Inducted by John Mulaney, Dave Chappelle, of course, Chelsea Handler, and Jon Stewart.
Excellent.
Some of the other Netflix Is a Joke specials that are coming soon are Bill Burr's latest stand-up, That's My Time with David Letterman, a tribute to Bob Saget, Amy Schumer's stand-up, Pete Davidson, Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin, and Snoop Dogg's Fucking Around comedy special.
And they're all coming to Netflix?
Yes, over the next few weeks, yes.
Oh, excellent. There'll be a lot of stand-up comedy coming.
Yeah. This is the first time I think we've seen it confirmed that actually, yeah, we did record all of that. And
yeah, I think it is.
It's coming.
Excellent.
If that's your thing, have fun.
I like a bit of stand-up comedy.
Yeah, me too.
Next. We've got loads of news this week. We're not even halfway through it, I think.
And a lot of it is specifically Netflix news. Yeah. This week has also seen the release of the first proper trailer. I think there's been a teaser trailer previously.
Before, right?
Proper trailer for Spiderhead.
We've just watched it together before we started recording. What did you think?
I'm intrigued.
Me too.
Very topical. This is Chris Hemsworth's latest movie with Netflix.
Yep.
Off the success of Extraction. It also stars Miles Teller.
Yep.
And it's directed by Joseph Kosinski.
Yes.
Now, this guy has got 2 movies coming out in the space of a couple of weeks.
He really has.
Because
Good for
Joseph Kosinski also directed Top Gun Maverick.
He did, which is also starring Miles Teller.
Yeah, which just shows what a pandemic can do. You can end up having 2 movies released in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, to be fair, Top Gun's been in the can for 2-3 years.
Yeah, exactly. I think this looks really cool. Chris Hemsworth's kind of like the bad guy.
Yeah, I like
the evil doctor.
The genius of well, we'll see if it turns out to be genius. But casting Chris Hemsworth in a role like that, where he's not just looking pretty, is a good idea, I think.
The synopsis reads: two inmates form a connection while grappling with their pasts in a state-of-the-art penitentiary run by a brilliant visionary who experiments on his subjects with mind-altering drugs.
It sounds right on my street. The trailer's really good. I'm looking forward to it.
17th of June, you can watch that on Netflix.
That long? It's like 3 weeks away.
Exactly.
Get watching it. Next.
Next is an update on adverts, specifically on Disney+.
Okay.
So Disney have released some details on their ad-supported tier. Do you support it?
It is not supported by ad. I'm not going to lie.
They are saying that they will run adverts for 4 minutes in the hour.
Oh, that's not too bad, I suppose.
Yeah. Apparently that's fewer than its competitors in the States on Peacock, which has 5, and HBO Max, which shows about the same. Hulu runs 9 to 12.
Wow, an hour?
Yeah.
Shit.
Apparently, no adverts in kids shows. Like if you're watching it on a kid's profile,
you won't get any adverts.
No adverts.
That's interesting.
But the kids profile on Disney Plus only gives you access to a limited
kids
set of shows. Yeah. Also, no ads on shows geared towards preschool audiences. That's quite clever, I think.
Yeah, I think that's quite clever.
Yeah. We'll see if will everyone else follow suit?
4 minutes.
This is going to be the advert battle.
Did they say when they're coming? Is it beginning, end, middle? Doesn't say, does it?
No. Doesn't say when they'll be placed within the
4 minutes at the beginning of something you're trying to watch is quite a long time.
Yes.
But then, I guess like 1 minute and then a couple of minutes in the middle.
I think I might be annoyed by 1 minute every quarter of an hour.
Yeah, maybe. But that's only like what Channel 4 and ITV do, though. 4 minutes at the beginning of something you want to watch seems like a long time.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. But better than 9 to 12 minutes.
Yeah. Next, do you like Ocean's 11?
Yes.
Do we need another one?
No.
Because we're having another one.
Oh, okay.
But with a whole new cast and director.
Okay.
because I think the last time they tried to get this off the ground, this was like the female Oceans movie,
They've
wasn't
done one
it?
before, haven't they?
Yeah. We are now getting a Oceans 11 remake set back in the 1960s.
Okay, so it's a remake of the original one.
Yeah. And Jay Roach is on board to direct. Margot Robbie
She's everywhere.
is going to lead this movie.
Somebody told me today they didn't think Margot Robbie was a good actress.
Right.
What are your thoughts?
I
I think she's great.
think she's good.
Yeah, I've got no issue with her.
No.
It was an interesting take I'd not heard before.
No, what was the
I don't think there was one. It just came.
substance behind
We were
it?
talking about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and
Right.
the Margot Robbie's going to be in the new Pirates of the Caribbean film. Isn't she?
Okay.
It came from that.
I see. Yeah, so this is going to be her next project after the Barbie movie is wrapped up.
Cool.
That's the plan, anyway.
Excellent. Good for her. I've got no issue with her. Next.
Talking of reboots,
Yep. Love a reboot.
how would you feel about a reboot of The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
Excited.
This movie from the early 2000s is absolutely terrible.
It's dog shit.
It made Sean Connery retire.
Yeah, it's what he gave up movies for. He was like, I can't make any more now. I'm done. That was so bad. I'm not making any more. But potential for that franchise is brilliant.
It's one of the few graphic novels I've read, and it's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, Disney have inherited the rights for this from when they bought Fox.
Okay.
And look, it's Disney. They're going to try and do anything they can with any piece of content. It's a great concept with these sort of literary characters from all across time teaming up. It's like the Victorian Avengers.
Yeah. I think it's a great idea, and I think in this modern world, you could really do something clever with it.
Yeah.
But that film is horrific. Can you believe it's been nearly 20 years since Sean Connery retired from acting?
Yeah.
That's mad, isn't it?
Insane. The new movie is at least the first draft is being written by Justin Haith, who wrote The Lone Ranger, which I also think was a Disney movie.
Yeah, it was. I didn't hate that either. I thought that was all right.
It was okay. It was long.
It was too long. Yeah.
The plan is for the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen reboot to debut in the States on Hulu, which means if history repeats, it would probably drop on Disney Plus in the UK.
Well, I would imagine so. If Disney own the rights to it, why would they not put it on Disney Plus? Good. I'm excited by that. I like the idea of it. It's got a lot of potential you could do with it. So let's just do it.
I think you've got some news.
I've got some exciting news.
Hot off the press.
Hot off the press. Literally, if we'd have recorded yesterday when we normally do, this wouldn't be in the news.
There you go.
Because it literally happened today. And it's made me very happy. Heartstopper's been renewed.
Brilliant.
Not just for one season that everybody was expecting. It's been renewed for 2 seasons.
Even better.
So, yeah, they're going to run out of source material, but that's fine. I'm happy. Yeah, it's been trending on Netflix trending on Twitter all week to renew Heartstopper, and it's now, I think there's like top 5 subjects on Netflix. Twitter at the minute are all people thanking Netflix for renewing Heartstopper, which is great news.
Awesome.
Everybody's happy with Netflix, and that's nice to see. I'm excited. I can't tell you how much I love that show. I think I have told you before.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really exciting that they're actually going to get another 2 seasons to do.
Brilliant.
Good for them. It hit the Netflix top 10 in an impressive 54 countries.
Nice.
Which is mad. Joe Locke and Kit Connor now have 3.4 and 2.5 million Instagram followers, respectively.
Oh, there you go.
They are superstars. And this time a month ago, they were nobodies.
Amazing.
It really is amazing. And one of the girls in it has also been cast as the new companion in Doctor Who.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, and she's a transsexual. So it's just great.
Fantastic.
The world's just great at the minute.
Yeah. I'm
really happy with Doctor Who as well. Just going off completely on its
No, me too.
I think that's a great casting choice for Doctor Who. We've talked about sex education and our love for it a lot on this show.
Sometimes want to like Doctor Who, and I've tried a few times. I find it, as a person who has no history with Doctor Who, I find it often a really inaccessible show.
Agreed.
Because I don't know the history. I feel like
you could never learn the history of it either. There's too much.
Yeah, I'm not interested.
You're not interested in it.
But I haven't really watched it since Matt Smith was in it. Yeah. But I will definitely give it a go.
I think a lot of people will now, and I think it feels like a whole reboot of the franchise.
Yeah.
The Russell T Davies is coming back, which is great news. And yeah, and I think Shuti Gatwagwa, or whatever you pronounce him. That was a great choice.
Oh, it's an amazing
That's
choice.
a great choice.
Absolutely fantastic.
It came out of nowhere. Nobody was expecting it.
Yeah.
Apparently, they'd already settled on somebody else, and then he auditioned, and he just stole it.
Brilliant.
Which is great. Great for him.
Amazing.
And plus, David Tennant's coming back as well for the special next year.
Okay, fine.
Which is great news as well for people who like David Tennant. So yeah, that's the Netflix news done, I believe.
Great news to end the news.
Great news to end the news. We've done a lot of news. We're like half an hour into the show. We're still on news. Have you watched anything good at the top of the stream?
I've finished the Pentaveret.
Oh,
it's the
did
last
you?
time we're going to speak about it.
Okay.
And my final decision is it's rubbish.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it really that bad?
I kind of got a bit intrigued in those middle couple of episodes.
Yeah.
I watched the last one. I was like, no, this is garbage.
Do you think it will come back?
No,
Oh, I hope not.
no, it's a
one and done.
it doesn't. It ends with an ending. There's
Okay.
no.
So they're not expecting to come back.
Well, I don't know.
I wouldn't
Not,
have thought so.
but I don't know if it will give Mike Myers the bug to do more work. I'm not sure.
Let's see. We'll find
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. No, it was.
Was it really bad?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Why? What was
Well,
bad about it?
I just thought, there's like I said, there was a few interesting cameos and just the weirdness of the middle episodes was just then ended. The last episode was just it wasn't funny. Most of the jokes fell flat, and I was like, no, this is like I said the other week. I think if it was a 90-minute movie, I might have come away and gone, well, okay, yeah, not great, but it felt a bit retro, bit of nostalgia because it is just like those movies he used to do in the 90s.
Yeah.
But stretch over 6 episodes, which makes it nearly 3 hours. By the end, just like, no.
I'm done with this.
No.
I will not be checking that out.
No.
Anything else?
No, that's it for me.
I have almost caught up with Better Call Saul.
Oh, nice.
I fell behind on that. I was like 4 episodes behind.
Is the final series working for you?
Yeah, so far so good. There was a real shocker in episode 3 that nobody saw coming, I don't think.
Okay.
I still think they've got a lot of work to do.
How many episodes are left now?
It's going on a mid-season now.
Oh, fine.
So I think there's got another 6 to do after that. Then it's done. And I still feel like there's a lot of work to do. But yes, it's interesting. We'll see where it goes. I've watched a BBC sitcom this week.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of King Gary?
I've seen few.
It's great.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them.
It's great. I've never watched it before. I've never seen any of them before.
Tom Davis, isn't it?
Tom Davis.
I watched a few when it came. It just started playing after watching something else.
Yeah.
And I might have even done. Is it one series?
There's 2 series.
I think I might have done the first series.
It's great. I honestly, genuinely think it's really good.
He's a funny guy.
He is a very funny guy. It's him and Ramesh Ranganathan is in it as well.
Yeah.
And Simon Day,
Yeah.
who is one of the funniest men in the world. Yeah, it's great. I would highly recommend it. It's all on the iPlayer. If you're in America, it's all on BritBox.
Okay.
If you want to get that for whatever reason. I also this week have watched Our Father.
What's that?
Which is a new Netflix documentary. We've talked about it briefly on the show a while ago.
Of course. Yeah, sure.
Because that's what we talk about. It's about a fertility doctor who uses his own sperm to impregnate women. And this was back in the 80s.
Yeah.
So it follows how these women have found, these people now have found out that they're the spawn of this fertility doctor.
Right.
It's a crazy story. It's a real, you couldn't do it now. But back in the 80s, it was all, I'm going to get really graphic and I don't want to, but it was all fresh back then. So it was produced and then transported to the fertility clinic within 40 minutes and straight in. And he was throwing them away and using his own.
Wow.
And it's a crazy story. And they only found out because of the rise of DNA testing websites where you can get these kits to find out if you've got people that you know.
Yeah.
And the one woman did one and she found out she got 7 half sisters and brothers that she didn't know about. And I don't want to give any spoilers away, but by the end of the film, it's on for an hour and a half. There's 94 siblings.
Wow.
It's crazy. And he has never been arrested and never committed a crime. There's no crime that covers it. It's honestly, if you can get a chance to watch it,
that's insane.
It's insane. It's a really interesting story. It's too long. There's a story there, but there's not an hour.
There's an hour's worth.
There's an hour's worth. Maybe but it's a feature length documentary, and there's a lot of people just going, "Oh, I can't believe he did this" in the middle. Because it counts down. It's like sibling number 7, and then you meet this next person,
Yeah.
and it'll be like sibling 14, and you meet the next person, and it just keeps going, and they're all saying the same thing. But the crazy thing is, they all look the same. They all live within a
Wow.
25-mile radius of each other.
That's insane. Yeah.
So they have to be really careful about who their kids mix with at school,
Dating and
dating and things, and who their kids are now dating, because they're our age. They're like, all these kids are now like 40, 45. So they have to be careful of who their kids are starting to mingle with.
God, can you imagine getting around the table at Christmas?
They've all got the same illnesses. They've all got the same diseases.
Wow.
He's got this like autoimmune deficiency that stops his blood clotting or something, and they've all got that. It's just, he would have been rejected as a sperm donor, but he's got 94 kids. It's just, the only thing he ever got arrested for was perverting the course of justice because he lied to an attorney general.
What is wrong with people?
It's a mad story, but it's also there's found 44 other doctors in the world that have done the same thing through these DNA testing kits that you can get on the internet. It's mad. It's a mad story. It's too long. It doesn't need to be an hour and a half long. An hour would have been plenty.
Yeah.
But it's really interesting. If you get a chance to watch it, honestly,
That's fucked up.
check it out. It's fucked up. I watched it. I was doing my ironing randomly, and I just thought I'd chuck something on. I find myself just leaning on the ironing board watching it at some point, just not doing my ironing. But yeah, it's mad. But that's all I've watched this week. I don't think I've watched anything else.
Okay.
Have we got anything else we need to do? We need to launch our new feature
Oh, of course.
because we're not extending our odds anymore.
No,
we
that's
got
gone.
rid of that. We've finished the TV show we were doing. So we've launched Real Talk this week, which is a great name for a feature.
I feel like it needs a jingle.
It does. I'll get Harrison to make us a jingle. I came up with it like 3 o'clock in the morning the other morning. It just came into my head.
All the best ideas.
Because we said last week we didn't have a name for it. So we've decided to call it Real Talk, as in fishing reels, because of steamboats and stuff.
Yeah, and I think there's something to do with reels in movies, maybe.
Yeah,
I'm
and
not
movies.
sure.
It's just, it works as a pun on so many levels. And it's very accidentally partridge. It's brilliant. What is it?
Basically, we will put a topic out at some point the week before the show is recorded.
Probably usually on a Monday or Tuesday, I imagine.
We'll throw it out into the Twitterverse, the Instagramiverse,
Yep, that's what
and
it's called.
most importantly,
The
in
Discordiverse.
our exclusive Discord channel, which you can come and join. The link will be in the show notes.
It will.
Are we just going to talk about that subject?
Subjects. We're just going to deep dive, I guess, what we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
My phone's gone off.
Oh, that's good.
It's really good timing.
Yeah, brilliant.
I need that right now.
But we're also happy to take suggestions for topic. It might be a topical thing
100%.
on the news of the week, or as we mentioned last week, it might just be who's the hottest guy.
Who's the prettiest boy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was this week's topic?
This week we pulled out several upcoming Netflix shows or movies.
Yep.
And asked the universe, which of these are you most excited about?
Yeah.
And why?
And why?
Do you want to know what those things were?
Yes.
Good. We had season 4 of Stranger Things.
Yep.
The new season, which was announced last week, of Black Mirror that is in production.
Yep.
The Grey Man.
Yep.
Arguably Netflix's biggest movie coming this summer.
Is it their biggest budgeted movie ever?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Hustle, which is the upcoming Adam Sandler basketball movie.
Yeah.
And then this one's in here because it's a favourite of ours. Somebody Feed Phil.
Somebody Feed Phil. Season 3 is it season 3?
Like,
Season 4?
like
Season
5.
5.
Yeah.
Season 5. I think it's season 5. It's coming. Nick, I'm going to ask you, which one are you most excited about?
For me, it's The Grey Man.
That's interesting. Why is it?
Why? Because
I think it's Discord that's down. Apologies. I can't get into the Discord.
it's the new blockbuster coming from the Russo brothers.
Yeah. Directed by both of them together.
Yeah.
Working as a team.
You know, which they usually do, but it's
Yeah.
it's the first thing really since Avengers Endgame on this scale.
It's exciting. It is going to be great as well.
And it stars Chris Evans.
Yep. And some of us.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. It is going to be good.
But I have to say, one thing that I'm not excited about it was you put a really nice post together with these options on.
Yeah.
And the poster for The Grey Man, I presume on purpose, is the most boring.
It's very grey.
But that's what this is about. This is like a spy thriller about that guy who sinks into the background.
Yeah.
Whilst
The Grey Man.
ultimately doing exploding things, I presume. Ryan Gosling's also in it.
That's it. I couldn't think of the other person who was, but
What
yeah,
a
you're
combo.
right.
So that's it for me.
Gosling and Evans is a
what
great
about you?
combo. I find it really tough, this, because I'm quite looking forward to all of them.
Oh, that's fine.
Except for Adam Sandler's film, which I will watch, but I'm not a huge Adam Sandler fan. Somebody Feed Phil is a wonderful TV show.
Yeah.
Because it's just so heartwarming and nice. But I think the one I'm most excited for is Black Mirror.
Okay.
I love Black Mirror. I think it's brilliant. And I think some of the episodes of Black Mirror are some of the best TV ever made. And I think if they can stick with that and use Netflix's expanded budgets, I think the potential for Black Mirror could be really exciting.
Can I shock you?
Yes.
I think you already know this, so I probably won't shock you. I might shock other people. I have never seen a single episode.
I do know this about you, and it surprises me, I must admit.
I mean, I feel like I can't, because now I'll just be submitting to. Should I watch it? Should I watch it?
Yeah. The good thing about Black Mirror is they're just single solo episodes.
No, I get it.
You don't have to watch them all. You could just pick and choose the ones you want to watch. There are some that, yes, you definitely should watch. There's some that are not. The last series was not great, but some of them are incredible. So it was between... I am looking forward to Stranger Things as well, though. I've realised this just recently.
I think Stranger Things is an interesting one because I kind of... I've never been excited about it in the lead up to it, but then by the end of the,
I'm ready
you're
for
an episode in, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, it's still really good.
I feel like I'm ready for it. Do you know the last episode's only 2 hours long? The finale
really?
episodes. Yeah, they announced that this week. I think it was 2 hours and 8 minutes.
Of Volume 1 or Volume 2?
The whole thing.
Oh, right.
So, of this whole season.
Anyway.
Okay. I've realised I am excited for it. I'm looking forward to it,
okay.
Which I didn't think I was, but I am. The Grey Man's going to be great. Somebody Feed Phil will not be disappointing. The only one doesn't really bother me is Hustle.
It's not your sort of movie,
it's not.
though.
It's not at all. I think it'd be great.
I dig a sports movie.
I'm sure people will enjoy it.
Yeah.
The one thing we missed that we should have probably put on the list is Cobra Kai, which we didn't mention.
No, but there's only so many options you can put on Instagram.
It turns out it's 4, and we had 5, which was a bit annoying. So
we're still refining this.
We're still refining this feature.
This feature, that's all right.
We got 1 vote for Somebody Feed Phil.
Yeah, did you do that?
No, I didn't. And then we had a tie at the top of our Instagram poll of Stranger Things 4 and Hustle, which surprised me. And then 1% behind that was Black Mirror. And then The Grey Man only got 8% of the votes.
Wow.
So, as much as we're not looking forward to Hustle, the public are.
I will say I couldn't work out how to do the Instagram vote, so
yeah,
otherwise
it was
I
confusing.
would have voted.
I put it all up, and I was like, I feel like a granddad because I don't know how to then get the results. Yeah, I thought it'd just message me at the end and say, the results are in, this is what won. But it didn't. And then because it had gone 24 hours later.
Yeah, I missed the story, so I couldn't vote.
If anybody knows how Instagram works, can they please let me know?
You could do the lesson. We did have some contributions from across the.
We did indeed.
Our community. Mr. Ross Cook said he's got a tie. He couldn't decide. So the whole point was choose one. But
thanks, Ross. Very indecisive man.
Tied between The Grey Man and Black Mirror. He says, I loved every season of Black Mirror. There's only a couple of episodes I wouldn't return to.
Ross is tied between us. But
The Grey Man has a great cast. I love the Russos, and I'm hoping for a really fun action flick. Hopefully better than Red Notice. That's a very fair comment, because that was balls.
Can it be worse?
Yeah. Jordan on Twitter.
Jordan Shenton?
Yeah. He said, I did want to say Black Mirror, but he thinks that it's been subpar for a while.
The last season wasn't as good as the previous seasons.
So he's throwing his hat in the Stranger Things ring.
That surprises me. I didn't expect him to pick Stranger Things. But there isn't a stranger thing than Jordan.
Wayno says...
Good old Wayno.
Somebody feed Phil.
Obviously.
Because it's feel good. Unparalleled joy.
And he loves his food.
Yeah.
Like he's like our version of Phil, Wayno is. He loves his food so much. He's like Phil Rosenthal for the better man.
Yeah. So
some good feedback there. There's some exciting stuff coming in the future. at Netflix.
We couldn't do a huge list to choose from. Obviously, we've already talked about Spiderhead, which I actually think looks pretty good as well from that trailer.
Absolutely,
so.
Cobra Kai, as I just mentioned, that's coming back.
Yeah,
Heartstopper season 2 and 3. I'm well in for that. There's loads of good stuff. People moan so much about how much crap's coming through Netflix.
Yeah,
but there's great stuff out there. There just is.
We've already got the topic for next week's.
Oh, have we?
Because it's been again suggested in the Discord, and I'm quite happy to take that forward.
Fine by me.
Would you like me to?
You might as well
read that through now.
Reveal it.
People can have a week
quicker.
to think about it, because I think it is one you might need to mull over.
Okay.
So again, it comes from Wayno in the Discord. So what is the best or your favourite Netflix original drama and comedy series? So you're allowed 2 answers.
Okay.
Drama and comedy.
Of all time?
Netflix original.
Netflix original?
Yeah.
I'll give that some.
Take that away.
I'll give that some musings, and we'll come back next week.
There's already quite a back and forth in the Discord, so we'll also put that out on the other socials.
I noticed there was more discussion about that topic than this week's topic, which wasn't helpful. No, you're right. I think that's a good question, and I think we'll give it some thought. If you've got any thoughts on it, drop us a message anyway. You can get hold of us. Twitter, Instagram, Discord, email.
And one week we will do Who's the Prettiest Boy. So
definitely. You can't contact us through the website at the minute. The website's not working. It's down. I can't figure out how to make it work again.
Okay.
So I need to work on that over the weekend. Hopefully it'll be back up by Monday when this comes out. At the minute it's down.
Not a problem.
Cool. Reeled out?
Yeah, I'm reeling back in to prepare for next week.
Good. So the consensus was, you said The Grey Man, and I said Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Do we need to? No, we don't. We can have 2. That's fine.
Well, we don't have to agree.
No, we don't have to agree.
We're not like a hive mind. The stream table proves that.
Yeah, that very much does prove that. Right, I guess we're done then, are we?
Yeah.
What film are we watching on Thursday, Nick?
That is a great question. We are watching a movie called The Parts You Lose.
It does sound like body horror. When I was editing the episode and you said it sounded like a body horror film. Yeah. It really does.
From title alone.
It isn't.
It does.
It's nothing like that
It is
at all.
most definitely not.
Couldn't be further away from that.
What is it? It's a drama.
It is. It's
slash crime flick. Although the crime is all off screen pretty much.
Yeah, there's no crime in it.
The crime's kind of already happened.
Yeah. It's a post-crime drama.
About someone who steals posts. No, it's Aaron Paul.
It is
the big name in this.
It is. It's his project.
And
it's bleak, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of bleak.
It's pretty bleak.
But
it's going to be fun.
Back Thursday, we'll see how bleak we can go with this.
It's going to be fun trying to make a light-hearted podcast about a film this bleak. But we can do it. We're up for the challenge.
We've done it before.
We've done it before. So yeah, if you've not already, go out and watch The Parts You Lose, and then we'll come back to you on Thursday to talk to you about it.
We will.
Done?
Done.
Waved out.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.